After decades of putting everyone else first, this is your time to shine. Welcome to the Sass and Soul podcast, where brilliant women just like you are finally putting themselves at the top of their to-do list. You are ready to reawaken your dormant dreams, take center stage, and unleash your full creative voice. I'm Cindy Kennedy, a seasoned life and leadership coach, global speaker, yogi, and the founder of the Center for Sass and Soul. I'm here to accompany you on your quest to live a wildly purposeful and pleasurable life. After all, success is personal. It's not about following a script, but answering the calling of your soul. So get ready to join me and my global friends as we explore how to reclaim our sass and lead from our soul. Oh, we are back. Look at that. I get the thumbs up and we are straight into it after 6 weeks in Canada and probably a good couple months from being here in the studio. I'm super excited and I want to talk to you today about hyping yourself up. When I was back in Canada, teasers for this very podcast started coming out. And my team had made these really beautiful music-backed little promos for this podcast. And it was kind of like, ooh, something awesome's coming your way. And it had that kind of mysteriousness to it. And I remember watching it and going, oh, that's really great. And then I had the moment of wanting to shrink. I went, whoa. And I physically pulled my shoulders down and I kind of wanted to cocoon myself. And inwardly, I felt all my blood drain. And what I was thinking was, oh man, like, is it going to live up to having this hyped up promo? Me and my voice and my little podcast, is it really worth hyping up? This was a visceral physical reaction. And I want to ask you this. Have you had that same feeling? You know that part where you're so excited to start something, whether it was you're writing a book, whether you have decided to do some creative expression piece, whether you're creating a film, whether you're starting a business, whether you are running a business and you're starting a new product or a new line. And when you first start, it's you and your thoughts, and you're pulling it together. But at some point, you need to share it with others. At some point, there is an audience, someone who is going to engage with what you are creating. And it's in that moment, how you decide to share it is part of your own success trajectory. It's normal, completely normal, to have the experience that I had. If you have felt that, oh my gosh, like I want to talk about what I'm doing, but I'm worried that it might not meet other people's expectations. Normal to do that. But it's crucial that you don't stay there. And why? Because your own energetic imprint is such a big part of what you were just doing, being successful and landing in the hearts and minds of people that you ultimately desire to share it with. So when you are going out and you're so excited and you put it out there, there's a forward energy, right? And this forward energy meets people in a certain way. But what happens when you start to pull back? You start to shrink. And you can do that viscerally, but you can also do it with your words. So for example, I'm writing a book, but you know what? I've never really done it before. I don't know if it's going to be that good. So yeah, it'll get out there somehow, right? Or I'm going to walk the Camino. I'm so excited, but I know I've had knee problems. I know maybe it won't happen, but I can only dream. You see how you can get out there and really start to be excited, but then you start to downplay it. Why? It's that visibility piece and that commitment of going all in. Your goals and dreams are worth being hyped up, because what I had to remind myself, even though I still feel it from time to time, what I remind myself in those moments is that being hyped up and hyping up what you're doing is not about arrogance. It is completely about alignment. The people who are going to receive your work, your ideas, they're not looking for perfection. You're the one that's desiring it to be perfect when you know it never can be. It's always going to be a work in progress. What people relate to is your energy. Just think of any single person you have bought anything from, followed, coached you, mentored you. Would you ever have said yes to that or purchased that if there was any part of them that showed up as being hesitant for what they were offering? No. Does it mean that what they are doing is the best of the best? Who knows? But you are engaged with their full energetic commitment to backing themselves. So remember, hyping yourself up is not arrogance, it's alignment. So you hype yourself up. And secondly, it is not about being perfect. It's about presence. So even if you're saying, but I've never done this before, right? You know, like that person that works at McDonald's and they have the little tag that says, you know, new employee, right? How long are you going to wear that before you go, whatever? It doesn't matter how new you are at this, how many episodes you are into in your podcast. You can still go all in with where you're at now. That is going to set you up for success. It's going to let people lean in. I will tell you, I have been part of high level, I'm talking like $15,000, $20,000 coaching groups. Not just me coaching these groups, I have that, but I've also been a participant. 85% of the questions, the concerns, the need for coaching in those group calls were always about backing yourself, trusting your gut, trusting the first step, and hyping the heck out of yourself to do that. They weren't about strategy. Only 15% was about strategic ways to build one's business. When you do something, I'm going to ask you right now, look at how you are aligned, not just in the doing and the action, but in the follow-up conversations of sharing it out with the world. If you're noticing yourself shrink, do the alignment now. And don't worry about others' expectations. The moment that you are aligned in a hyped up, all-in energy, the way they're going to see it, receive it, and lean in will change, because that is how powerful you are. So, I hope you're loving Sass and Soul as I continue to grow, as I continue to learn. I am so present here in the world. You see, I'm hyping myself up, and I believe it. And in moments where I suddenly go, ooh, ooh, I come back to my own alignment. I come back to my own presence, because that's what's going to serve me. That's what's going to serve this work. And that's what's going to serve you, the listener. Do this for yourself, woman. Hype yourself up. I look so forward to seeing you on the next podcast episode. And guess what? I have some international global friends coming to share the studio with me as we continue to explore how to maintain or reclaim our sass and always lead from our souls. I'll see you soon. Remember, you are more powerful than you know. So live with sass and lead from your soul, and I will see you next time.